Let's face it, we all know people at the bars or in the gym that do their push-ups in one of those very obvious, wrong and sometimes funny ways. Aside the fact that it is hilarious to look at, it is also not an effective way to work out your chest. So if you want to make sure to get the most out of push-ups and not look like a clown, stay tuned. Hello and welcome back people to the first video of the basic series. After covering some theory on calisthenics for beginners, it is now time to provide some guidance for you guys on how to execute basic exercises that I have been talking about in those theory videos. Now you clicked on this video to learn how to do a perfect push-up, meaning that you are aware that your push-up is maybe not the best and there's room for improvement. Or you're a beginner and simply would like to know how to do a push-up. Either way, at the end of this video, your push-up will be on the next level, I promise. To start off, let's take a look at our goal for today's video. This is how a perfect regular push-up should look like. Great body tension, straight back, full range of motion and clean execution. And it all starts with the hand positioning. As we are learning the regular push-ups, we want to place our hands with the fingers pointing forward, slightly more than shoulder width apart on the floor. Not too wide apart or too close together, as this would be a variation of the regular push-up. Next up is the elbow and shoulder positioning. Both have a direct influence on each other. You want to make sure that your elbows are not flared outwards, but instead are pointing backwards, so that your shoulders are not rounded and the chest can be fully engaged. Whereas with flat elbows and rounded shoulders, you minimize the stress on the chest and maximize it for shoulders and elbows, which increases risk of joint/tendons injuries. Even if our elbows are pointing backwards, we still need to make sure to lean enough forward to not bend our elbows backwards and behind the wrist line. Also here it is about maximizing the effect on the chest whilst minimizing risk of injury. So we can imagine our forearm from wrist to elbow to be a straight vertical line when bending the arm. Most importantly, we want to make sure that we have a straight body line. For that we need to engage our whole core and glutes, not only in the starting position but throughout the execution. So what happens if we don't do it? This. An arched back with your ass hanging through like a bag of potatoes. The opposite is the ass in the sky, which also decreases the effect of the push-up. I would highly recommend you to record yourself to see if you have tendencies of lifting your ass up too much or keeping it too low. Once you know how your push-up starting position looks like, and if it's not looking straight, you can then start correcting it and getting used to the feeling of keeping a straight body line. And so here we go, ready for the push-up. The execution is simple, not easy to do, but simple to understand. All it requires is practice. So we bend our arms to lower our straight body until we touch the floor with our chest. Very important. We want to make sure that we inhale when going down and exhale when we push up, in order to get enough oxygen to fuel our muscles. By the way, this goes for all push-up variations, and please make sure that you cover the full range of motion, going all the way down and all the way up. This, for instance, is not full range of motion, but half wrapping. It's not inherently bad and can be good in context. However, if you want to do a proper push-up, that is not how it's done and does not count. There are two extra tips that I want to share with you guys, and the first has to do with your toes. Pointing your toes makes the push-up more challenging as it requires more control and tension in the core, and the lean forward puts some extra stress on the chest and the upper part of the move. And so the second tip builds on the first one, and it's to squeeze your chest at top of the push-up by trying to move your hands towards each other. It's actually pretty common in gymnastics where they do a lot of work with rings. And doing this squeeze allows you to also hit that inner part of the chest. To wrap it all up, I want to let you know that there are many push-up variations such as these ones. All of them target the chest, triceps and delts, however to different degrees. The tips that I have given today apply to the regular push-up and to the majority of its variations. And that's it for today's video. Thank you very much guys for watching it. I hope it helped you guys with improving your push-up or generally understanding on how to do a push-up. And so I'm really looking forward for your comments. Let me know what you were missing, what actually helped you specifically. And please like it and share it and subscribe to my channel. So thank you very much and I see you soon.